My goal is to become the richest player on this server, but things did not go to plan.
Om du inte lämnar min bas inom 3 sekunder så kommer jag...
Vi ska ta ner den alltså.
Det här. Undan kylkursarna, göm kylkursarna.
Nej, han är. Han håller på att döda dig.
Audible sigh, this isn't good. Another audible sigh, I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to join back and maybe settle this with a civilized conversation. So after waiting for a moment I joined back. Oh no.
Vad händer här?
I'm being chased by Mr. Jaguar. Help me.
Vänta, jag kommer in.
Another combat log.
Jag måste försvara Nemesis.
What is going on here?
Han kommer i 140.
Han sätter på sig armor.
Jag är redo med en pistols.
Lura i vägen bara.
Oh, jukes!
Hej, grabben, lugna ner dig.
Du har inga kylkeboxes på dig.
I probably do.
Ja, men det är inte bra.
I kept on combat logging because I was really sure that I still had leftover valuables in my inventory, obviously stolen from Mr. Jaguar, and if he killed me he would see all of the loot and I would most likely get banned. So I stopped the recording and checked the last time I opened my inventory. I was right, so I made the smart decision and didn't rejoin the server again. I watched the screen share Albin was broadcasting, and after a couple minutes Mr. Jaguar started flying back to his base. Albin and Cxlvxn followed with him to make sure he didn't fly back to our base and hunt me down again. I joined back and I was finally at peace, but not for long.
Guardian farm.
Mr. Jaguar joined the call, and even though he didn't say anything about the stolen items, I wanted to remove any evidence of me stealing his stuff, so I got to work emptying out my ender chest because I knew that Mr. Jaguar would eventually want me to screen share and see what is in my ender chest. The moment I emptied my ender chest I saw 3 players flying towards the base. I couldn't see if Mr. Jaguar was one of them, but I didn't want to take any chances. I went through the nether portal, went through another portal used to transport villagers, and hid the stuff under a house. I went back through the portal to see Mr. Jaguar at our base. I wasn't worried about Mr. Jaguar killing me since I didn't have any of his stuff in my inventory.
Aj.
But I still combat logged. Guacamole, Albin and Cxlvxn started killing Mr. Jaguar.
Jag är död.
Let's go!
That was close. Apparently Mr. Jaguar was already back at our base and he couldn't go 1 minute without trying to kill me. Another combat log.
Okej, fast nu går det för långt.
Döda mig inte igen.
Nu går det för långt.
I joined back again. Another combat log. I joined back and Mr. Jaguar promised to not kill me again.
Okej, jag slutar.
And then for some reason we played Minecraft Manhunt.
Är utmanare redo?
I don't wanna do this.
Tolka det som ett ja. Är gladiator redo?
Ja.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kör!
And then we played the most scuffed fist fight game ever.
Ja.
And of course Mr. Jaguar cheated.
Ja, han kollar inte. Nej.
Mr. Jaguar finally left our base by going through our nether portal, and that's when Cxlvxn put obsidian in front of the portal. How did you get there, Mr. Sheep? No. Cxlvxn left the server, and then Mr. Jaguar continued to mess with me by giving me unnecessary amounts of ender pearls. Thanks, I guess. Mr. Jaguar went back through the portal.
Jag är fast i en portal. Det skulle uppskattas för att ni skulle kunna släppa ut mig.
Why? So you can kill me again?
Du kan få full netherite armor.
Do you promise that you're not gonna kill me?
Nej, jag kommer inte döda dig. Jag lovar, jag kommer inte döda dig.
Alright, give me the netherite armor. Of course. Did I deserve getting repeatedly killed for stealing his stuff? Probably, but I didn't get banned, so I guess Mr. Jaguar didn't care so much that his stuff got stolen. At least that's what I thought. I wasn't online on day 5, but on day 6 I tried joining the server. There was only one problem. I got banned. I was confused. I thought Mr. Jaguar wasn't upset about his stuff getting stolen. I wanted to call Mr. Jaguar and ask him why I got banned, but he wasn't online. Cxlvxn and Hannahxxrose were online. I joined the call and watched the screen share Cxlvxn was broadcasting. They started putting down end crystals all over Mr. Jaguar's base as revenge for banning me. They both eventually left the call, and 3 hours hours later I got a call from Mr. Jaguar. I asked him why I got banned and he said I could have been the only one that stole all of his stuff. Apparently the reason Mr. Jaguar kept killing me on day 4 was because of one netherite ingot that I had stolen from him. First of all, it seemed a little unnecessary to kill me so much just because of one stolen netherite ingot. Second of all, out of all of the items I stole from him, it was only one netherite ingot he noticed gone. So what must have happened was on day 5 he found out all of his other valuable stuff got stolen and banned me for it. He had lots of proof, even though it wasn't concrete evidence, such as the fact that his stuff got stolen only 4 days after I joined the server. I told Mr. Jaguar it wasn't me, so he added me back to the server and wanted me to prove that I didn't steal his stuff. The first test was for me to screen share what was in my ender chest. It was a good thing I prepared for this on day 4.
Kan jag få se din enderkista? Okay.
Then Mr. Jaguar flew to me and gave me an elytra. I was a little confused and picked it up, and before I realized what the test was, it was too late.
Du fick inte achievementet.
Mr. Jaguar was assuming that I had stolen the elytras from the shop at spawn, since I didn't get an achievement now for owning an elytra. So I said this. I borrowed one of King Floof's spare elytras so I could fly with them back to their base from spawn. This was true, except for the elytra part. It was actually fireworks that I borrowed from King Floof. Unfortunately, Mr. Jaguar didn't sound convinced, so he did another test. Mr. Jaguar also thought I stole all of the potions at the shop. This time I got an achievement, and I thought I was in the clear, but Mr. Jaguar still wasn't convinced, and he started doing some research. A couple minutes later, he said this.
Jag håller kvar min dom, för man får inte achievementet när man plockar ut en kista.
I promise, it wasn't me that stole your stuff. At this point I thought I was done for. Mr. Jaguar eventually left the server, so he could ban me, but before he did, he said this.
Jag måste tyvärr hålla kvar min dom, men ifall du vill komma in på servern igen så får du lista ut vem det är. Försöka motbevisa det.
But how am I supposed to find out who it is if I'm banned?
Jag vet inte.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I needed to throw someone under the bus, but I didn't know who. But apparently Mr. Jaguar did the job for me, because after around 10 minutes I got a message from Mr. Jaguar.
I wonder what I found under Cxlvxn's house. All of our stolen things.
Well, that didn't take long. After I got banned, I'm guessing Mr. Jaguar started looking around our base to find his stolen stuff, and found some of it under Cxlvxn's house. The funny thing is that Cxlvxn has no idea that some of the stolen items are under his house, but it's Cxlvxn that's getting banned for it. I told you, it can be anyone.
Yes.
I'm not really sure what happened after this. Something along the lines of Mr. Jaguar messaging Cxlvxn telling him he got banned. Cxlvxn having no idea why Mr. Jaguar accused him and denied that he stole Mr. Jaguar's stuff, which led to Mr. Jaguar not being sure of who to ban. So he said this in the group chat.
Alright, tell me, who is it? Otherwise I will do collective punishment. Oh, what is this? Who has end crystals?
He found the end crystals. That was Mr. Jaguar's last straw. He ended up banning King Flu for Cxlvxn, Albin and Guacamole, but not me. Probably because I already proved that I didn't steal his stuff. I single-handedly managed to destroy the entire server, stealing 51 shulker boxes worth of valuables as well as getting 4 semi-innocent players banned. I say semi-innocent because they all knew about me stealing Mr. Jaguar's stuff. Honestly, I find it impressive that I caused so much chaos in less than a week, but this was still a big problem. I knew that these players will eventually tell Mr. Jaguar that I did it, so they could get unbanned and I would get banned. I still wanted to get more content out of this SMP, so I had to find a way to get these players unbanned. I got some of them in a call and we started brainstorming some ideas.
Du måste verkligen komma på en plan här hur vi ska göra det.
Jag kommer tjalla sönder.
Vi måste faktiskt ha en plan innan.
Så jag är bannad?
Ja.
I will find a way to get you unbanned, just don't snitch.
Men vad kan man göra?
Jag kommer tjalla.
No, please don't.
Jag gör det när jag ska göra precis.
Now Cxlvxn is saying that you were the one who took my stuff. Is that true?
Cxlvxn managed to make what was a bad situation for us even worse. Why did he do this? Because he's a fish, and fish are stupid.
He says you did it to frame him.
I eventually came up with a plan to get everyone unbanned, but the chances of it working were so low that I gave up on the plan. I was eventually banned from the server after more players snitched on me, so I'm guessing this is the last time I step foot on the server. Or is it?